Detective fiction doesn't just tell stories about solving crimes, it also teaches us how to notice, how to decide what counts as evidence, what's to be ignored, and why some versions of the truth feel convincing. Hi, I'm Carlos, or as my students call me, Dr. G. I hold a PhD in literature from Harvard University. While I was writing my dissertation, I kept running into a problem I didn't have time to pursue then. My work focused on monsters in horror and global speculative fiction, in particular, how perception and misperception are what makes something or someone monstrous in the first place. But again and again, I noticed that the process of perception itself often goes unquestioned in these texts. This year, that unresolved question has pulled me toward detective fiction, which is interesting because detective fiction shares roots with horror and Gothic literature. But instead of asking what the monster is, I'm going to be asking what it means to notice, to interpret, to connect fragments together into a story. In his tale, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, Edgar Allan Poe writes of the analyst that his fundamental skill is not only to piece clues together, but to observe well. His skill is, quote, not so much in the validity of the inference as in the quality of the observation. The necessary knowledge is that of what to observe. Mystery novels and detective tales are about people gathering clues to tell us and themselves stories. Stories that try to make sense of what might otherwise feel senseless. And I've started to wonder what those stories reveal about how we're trained to perceive the world around us. The thing is, I don't have a background in detective fiction. I specialize in horror and other speculative traditions, so I'm treating this as a reading experiment. In 2026, I'll be working through the genre slowly across time and crime. This stack of books and this notebook are my lab. It's not meant to be exhaustive, and I'm happy to hear your recommendations. As I read, I'm interested in patterns, tensions, surprises, what counts as a clue, what turns into a dead end, and why a great detective is ultimately a great storyteller. If, like me, you're curious about how we learn to notice and to interpret, you're very welcome to think and read alongside me.